marketing to sales and finance. We're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Hey, Husker Nation. This is Todd Euler, two-time national champion with Window World Lincoln. Are you ready to transform your home? We offer exceptional replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing that will elevate your home's curb appeal and value. As a nationally known, locally owned business, we treat you like family and work tirelessly to deliver the best for less. Don't wait to give your home the upgrade it deserves. Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or check out windowworldlincoln.com. Let's make your home the talk of the neighborhood.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hey, Jake, you know what I love almost as much as the Big Red?
Big scores on the field?
Good guess, but nope.
Big spikes on the court?
Love those too, but I'm thinking food. Like those big, budget-friendly portions you find at Buzzard Billy's.
Now you're talking. I love Buzzard Billy's. I love the shrimp po' boys and the blackened chicken.
You almost always find me enjoying gumbo.
Big plays, big scores, big wins, Big Red. Yep, love them all, especially
those big portions that are budget-friendly. Only at Buzzard Billy's, A-Market.
Attention all golfers. If your Sunday is free this upcoming weekend, listen up. The 12th annual charity tournament for Clinic with the Heart takes place on Sunday, July 26th at 8 a.m. at Highlands Golf Course, and spots are available in this four-man scramble. It's $400 per team with lunch included, plus giveaways and a silent auction. Register your foursome by this Friday, July 24th by clicking the link at the top of the McKinney's Irish Pub Facebook page. It's the 12th annual Clinic with the Heart charity tournament, 8 a.m. this Sunday at Highlands. Sponsored by Tipsy Tina's, McKinney's, Off Leash Dog Bar, 825, Salt Mine City, and Michelob Ultra.
Planet Fitness has everything you need from warm up to wind down, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to bring a friend anytime, access any of our 2,800 plus clubs, or reset and recover in the Black Card Spa, we're ready to fuel your momentum and then some. Enjoy all the perks with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Join the club today for $1 down, $24.99 a month.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends June 12th.
See club for details.
Keep summer green with Judson Baleen and Judson Irrigation. More than 40 years ago, Judson Irrigation started taking in orphans. Lawn sprinkler systems installed by a quickie, cheapy summer job, install 'em and forget 'em outfit long forgotten. Call Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
Iconic summer moments deserve an iconic drink. Reach for Mountain Dew, an American original. From its beginnings in the foothills of Tennessee to your biggest summer yet. The refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew is the perfect companion to your American summer adventures. Enjoy the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Tasting great since '48. Look for Mountain Dew in stores near you at mountaindew.com. That's mountaindew.com.
Planet Fitness has everything you need from warm up to wind down, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to bring a friend anytime, access any of our 2,800 plus clubs, or reset and recover in the Black Card Spa, we're ready to fuel your momentum and then some. Enjoy all the perks with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Join the club today for $1 down, $24.99 a month.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends June 12th.
See club for details.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arens, former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome to this Take Crown Tuesday. And you know what? I paused because the difference in weather compared to this time yesterday is night and day, Harrison. It's night and day. I mean, this morning it was rain. Were you up when you heard during the rain this morning?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell was going on. It was nice. I enjoyed it, but it caught me off guard.
It was a nice little shower this morning. We know a lot of you are up pretty early anyway, so you probably heard that. But I thought the rain was supposed to be coming like later this evening. I didn't know it was going to be this morning, but I am not complaining one bit, brother, because yesterday was brutal, man.
Yeah.
I took Louis, that video I sent you.
Yeah.
When I'm eating a snack. I don't even know if he even tasted the snack.
I don't think he did, man.
No.
I'm pretty sure if you knock on his head, man, that's hollow.
Oh, dude.
There was not a lot of thoughts going on behind his eyes.
None. He just wanted another snack. But I took him for a walk later in the evening because, when it's that hot, the concrete is too hot for their paws.
Oh, that's right.
So I waited. So I would let him go out because I worked from home most of the day, my home office, and I would let him out just to go to the bathroom and just get him out for a second. But and I would sit on the steps or in the chair in the sitting room there, and I would just watch him. He'd come back in after less than 5 minutes. He's breathing heavy. And then yesterday evening, I took him to walk to the post office, to the box. And man, my man was taking his time. It was hot out there though. Mm-hmm. Even at 8:15, it was still probably about 88, 90 degrees, man, give or take.
Oh, it was crazy hot. I went to the gas station. There's a gentleman outside, and I was like, let me just get you water at the very least.
Good for you.
And by the time I gave it to him, though, I'm like, this thing's warm. Just from the walk over there. I mean, yesterday was brutal. So again, just stay hydrated. A shout out to the construction guys too. I was just like, when I was driving by, I was like, man, you guys are grinding one out today.
They were grinding, bro. So Harrison, on my street, they were doing they were repaving the street, with those big tar trucks.
Uh-huh.
And I seen those guys out there, and I was like, oh man. So when I pulled in, there's a guy that had his, like I said, the work truck parked out in front of the house, and he was kind of directing traffic because that's a kind of a, I live on the corner, so there's an intersection. People are going a lot of different directions. And I was talking with him for a little bit. He goes, man, this is one for the books. He goes, man, I thank God for this tree. He goes, but man, even under the tree, it was just hot. And it was no breeze yesterday.
Not till later.
What's that?
Later in the night.
Not till later.
Picked up.
Yeah.
But that was with the storm probably coming in later. Yeah.
It was just still. It was just hot in that tar. He goes, but hey, those guys behind the truck, right behind the barrel of where they were pouring the tar out. He goes,
oh my. Yeah.
I said, so what's the temperature there? He goes, oh, it's probably every bit of 120 where they're at. And just, oh man. So I was like, yeah, those guys are working.
I say it all the time. Like, thanks you guys for listening. That allows me to take paychecks to do this job because, being out there doing I call it the real man jobs, real woman jobs too. I know there's women out in those fields, but I'm just always grateful for those guys because I get to sit here in the AC and talk about sports.
Absolutely. They were making their money yesterday, man, for sure. Brad from Baldwin, what's up, brother? He goes, on street yesterday was hot. Yes, it was. And then Thomas, Thomas says it's still hot. He goes, my work truck broke with no. Hey, Thomas, I think Brad's broke yesterday too.
Yeah.
AC, didn't it, Brad?
It's almost like when the AC's got to go maxed out all the time in this heat, they tend to break.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
Because it's just being
I mean, it happens when we get to July. Everyone's AC start going out.
You know,
it's not a coincidence. They're just working like crazy.
I tell you, who's not upset though is the air conditioning folks, the repair people.
The workers get a little upset. When
Yeah,
they got
the owners ain't mad
calls
at all.
on calls stacked up, and they got one at 7 p.m. midnight because they got another AC that went out. I'm sure the pay's good, but yeah, check on your people, especially if they're older.
It was not good. Byron the hog farmer, what's up, Byron? What's up, brother? I was up at 4 a.m. yesterday, and it was hot then. And you know what, Byron, you're exactly right, because yesterday morning, I think I was telling you that when I went out about 3:45, it was already 80 degrees. At 3:45 a.m., it was already about 80 degrees.
Well, we got
This is my
from
watch
Nashville
set.
too. Nashville Husker says, "Good morning from Nashville. Already hot and muggy here." So,
oh man, and down south, man, where Raffy and those guys are at, that humidity's different in the south, man.
It's beating the corn sweat. That's always the thing where I don't know. I feel like we have worse humidity, or is it just as bad down south?
Down south is different.
Really?
I mean, it is, at least my personal experience. I mean, it is for my sisters and them in Gainesville and Tallahassee. Because think about it, they're in the tropics, literally.
Yeah.
Now, Emily, my sister, there's a little different in her area, where she's at. But my sisters, I mean, just in the South in general, it's just you're in the tropics. Yeah, you're literally in the tropics, swamp, ocean, lakes. All those things we don't have. I mean, obviously we got lakes, but we don't got. It's not tropical up here.
Right,
it is
right.
just ridiculously hot. And then both of my boys that were in different countries, they were like, the humidity is just insane. One was in the Dominican, the other one was in Mexico, and they were like, it's just ridiculous. So yeah, corn sweat is one thing down there because you're closer to the sun in the equator. So it is just totally different. When I go down there, okay, so I messed around and didn't wear the right type of hat. I kept taking it off when I was down in the Dominican one year. I had never, first of all, I didn't know black people could even peel.
Oh.
My head was peeling because it got burned so bad.
You were roughing it with no head.
I lost my hat in the ocean.
Did you have hair back then?
I was bald.
Yeah, that's a brutal combination.
Bald. So I lost my hat in the ocean because we were on a boat, and I just lost it because we were trying to catch this fish, and I was messing with this thing for like 90 minutes.
Did you catch the fish?
I did catch it.
Okay.
But you know what, though? I was telling them, I said, man, cut it. They go, oh, no. No, man. You must finish. You must finish. I said, no, man. I'm done. Because your shoulders were burned and everything else from just, if you've ever been deep sea fishing.
I know, but I know you're fighting those things for a long time. It's a workout.
This sailfish was not going to be caught. And so we kept fighting this thing. Anyway, I lost my hat during that process. Chief, 2 days later, my head was peeling and my shoulders. I didn't know that black people could peel.
I don't see it often. I don't know if I've ever seen it in person.
It is a different type of heat down there. The humidity just wears you out. I mean, it'll wear you out down there. So our humidity, our corn sweats is one thing, but down there, man, it's a whole nother thing. Unknown texter 5317, good morning. Goes, sweating through your shirt and with a little bit of wind will surprisingly cool you down a little bit.
Just sweat through it.
Well,
Just accept your fate.
You always notice those guys and girls that work outside, they wear long sleeves.
Yeah.
Protect their skin.
Yeah, the white long sleeve.
Or bright colors, yellow, something like that, to protect their skin. So would you no parts of working outside?
On a nice day, sure. when it gets tough out there, yeah, I'm just grateful there's other people out. Like there is the one thing I miss is there is a sense of pride and accomplishment if you do something that requires physical labor.
Yeah.
You do miss that part of it, but thinking about it still, I'm okay without having that nice pride at the end of the day there. Now it is nice when you have those days where you're really productive and you get it done, but no, like in this heat, I don't miss it that much.
When I detassel, if you detassel, let us know. Call in 402, text us in if you would, 402-464-5685. Have you detasseled before? Did you ever detassel?
I actually haven't. Believe it or not, the Northeast guy himself has not detasseled.
Brother, that was some work.
He used to. I know my dad, and they used to walk like the bean fields and do that all the time. They did detasseling. I never had to do that. I think they did an FFA. I wasn't in FFA. I lived on a farm, but didn't do any of that. What does that all entail?
You're detasseling the corn. You're just basically going walking through, taking the tassel off, and just tossing them. And it is hard. Frank goes, "You're black?"
Yeah, that's what I was chuckling at earlier.
Frank, I'm like Frank Lucas from American Gangster. No. Henry Big Bang Hank. He did detassel for 3 years. And yes, so what you're doing, so we would go, there's several different pickup points around the city that different detasseling corn companies or that have where they pick you up. So ours was at Lincoln High. We had to be there, I think, like at 5 a.m. or something like that, 4:30 or 5. So we'd be at Lincoln High parking lot, and you would drive anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour somewhere else to go to these different fields. And you would work until about 3 o'clock, sometimes later in the afternoon, and you detassel corn, man. You're walking down these rows, and it's muddy. It's wet because of the pivots.
Yep.
And the irrigation is going on. It's hot. One dude tried to be cute, thinking he was going to wear a tank top and some shorts. Man, he looked like Rambo from First Blood. My man was cut up like he got in a fight with a ninja with no armor on. He got lit up because those taps, they will cut you up.
That cuts you up. And you got all those bugs in there anyways. You don't want to be wearing short sleeves.
Yeah, he was, in fact, he didn't show up for a day or two.
Yeah, he probably had to, treat the wounds there.
Yeah, he got lit up our foreman, said, "Hey man, I wish I had something extra for you." He goes, "I don't have anything extra for you." He goes, "But yeah, you don't." And they tell you that though, what to wear. And this dude wanted to be cool and think he was going to be tough enough. No, he got lit up. You do not wear that in a cornfield. But I wore, I would always wear long sleeves, jeans, and tennis shoes. Some people wore boots, but I wore something that was comfortable, that was easy, because those boots get heavy with all that mud collection. And then you'd pack your lunch, man, and sit on the side of the road or on the side of the field or get on the bus and eat lunch. And then it was back at it. But you made good money detasseling.
Really?
Yes. I made a couple thousand.
I thought they were just like getting kids on cheap for that back in the day. I'm not going to lie.
Child labor laws. There are people that would also rogue, and I don't even know what roguing consists of. Text line, help me out what roguing is, because I don't know what roguing is. I know it's just something I think they do pre-detasseling, I believe, or I think it's pre when they rogue the corn. Text line, help me out. I know some of you out there probably know what that is. And they would make money. So, because I remember some of my checks, man, $2,800, $3,000. When you're in high school, you make, for doing about a month and a half worth of work or a few weeks worth of work, that's good money. I don't care what grade you're in, how old you are. $3,000 is a nice check. $4,000 is a nice check.
It's a really nice check.
Yeah. So we made some nice money doing that, man.
I have no idea. I'll try to look up what rogue the corn is. It's a dish.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, someone's got it.
Coach Drought, my man, my Coach Drought. Coach Drought is the former Lincoln High track coach. He was my track coach for years. He was at Goodrich. Some of you may know Rodney Drought if you went to Goodrich or you went to Lincoln High. Coach Drought was a longtime FCA representative as well. He goes, my daughter Kiera and I led a roguing team that combined Lincoln High and Lincoln Christian students. We did that for 3 years, and man, was it something putting those two groups of kids together. It was really a blessing. Lincoln Christian, Lincoln High. Oh, nice combination right there, Coach Drought. Coach Drought, love you, buddy. We're still due for coffee before some things take place, man. You know what I'm talking about, so appreciate you.
Walking the fields. That's rogue.
Walking the fields.
Yeah, that's what Jamie says. Rogue, or we called walking a field. Walk through a bean or Milo field and cut out all the weeds and volunteer plants that come up besides the intended crop.
Okay, so basically just weeding it out, basically, sounds like.
Yeah, walking through.
Okay.
He
says 3K, who are you working for? There might have been some under the table. You don't know.
Was that like at the end of the month? 3K?
You got your check. And I mean the people who did roguing and detasseling.
Okay.
Would bring that type of money in. I mean, you'd make, they would do. And then if you worked for the company itself over the summer, like every summer, you made some good money, man. You made some good money. So I bought a lot of my school clothes that way.
I didn't realize you guys were getting paid that much for that.
If you do the roguing and the tasseling, shoot us in some of the money you were making. $43.95 says 3K. Who are you working for? I don't even know the name of the company. But Coach Drought, if you're still listening, what is some of the money that kids can make if they do rogue and detasseling? And depending on how long it goes, let us know on that. Because I'm talking like,
you gotta go buy a car if you do that enough as a high schooler.
I'm sure there were some kids that put some money down towards one, or even bought one, depending on how much it was. If it was
just your first car in high school, you can buy used. You're not. I'm not saying like, hey, I'm gonna go buy a 2026 Audi,
right?
But like, great for a starter car.
Rodney says our kids were making. Thanks, Coach. Our kids were making $150 a day. Yeah, so you're making some loot.
I might dip back into the pool this afternoon here just to show up at 27.
Be like, Dave, do you like, y'all got any more of that detasseling?
Got some detasseling work for you guy.
Jamie, good morning. Jamie says detasseling is even worse than roguing because you're walking through corn that's over your head.
Yeah, that's true. I believe that.
And Coach Rout said, and that was 15 years ago. So you would figure, and like I said, I'm not going to try to sound like an economist or an ag economist. I don't know what the prices are, but I just know you made good money. You made good money, and you weren't going to make $150 a day, in the restaurant business if you're working fast food somewhere at that age. Because at that age, there wasn't a lot of options. I mean, you had some.
Usually the options are blue collar, really getting to work though, to make good money when you're young.
Oh yeah,
like that.
Yeah,
but that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, you'd make at that time he said he made $150,
but they deserve every drop of that money. Like that's the thing, when you do those type of jobs, you feel like it's not enough, even if the check looks pretty nice.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that stuff will wear you out.
Unknown texter 0220, good morning. He goes, dude, detasseling was building character experience. Made mad money doing this when I was much younger. Yes, absolutely. You can definitely make some mad money. 8893, good morning. He goes, I made bank selling Saturday football specials from the Journal-Star, and then hot dog and the same as a kid. You know what? You can make some bank. I know Rav did that as well.
Yeah, that makes me sad that we can't have that anymore with the kids in the stadium selling. I get it because there is laws around it, and if you're going to sell alcohol, that's where all the problems come into the mix. But that is unfortunate. Like I was never a part of it. I obviously didn't grow up in Lincoln, but the text line, not just this show, a lot of shows, that was a big deal for a lot of kids. Like that was their introduction into Husker football, was hawking hot dogs at the stadium, Cokes, whatever it may be. And that part makes me a little bit sad that that's gone.
I miss that. After the games, like I told you, my brother Mark, he'd always get us into the games, and me and my brother Daniel, that's when they had I got to be honest. So they still have the plastic cups at the game, like kind of the souvenir cups that they serve the Cokes and stuff in, or they just
last game I was at, I didn't even look for them. I didn't see any, but maybe they just didn't have any that game.
They used to give you your Cokes and your drinks in a plastic souvenir glass, souvenir cup. And so me and my brother Daniel, we'd collect them. We would keep them and we'd have stacks of them. And my mom would be like, don't be bringing no more of them glasses home. I don't know where them folks' mouth been at.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can see the mom getting fed up with that real quick.
Yeah, she was not having it. So we kept a few, but those were our outside glasses. We'd be playing football in the backyard. We'd go get our Husker souvenir glasses, our plastic cups, and use them. But those plastic cups were awesome. Let me see who else here before we go to break. There's a few of them in here.
This guy with his detasseling money. Only detasseled, but after 2 weeks as a 13-year-old in 1998, saying his $1,700 paycheck was incredible. I bought a 49cc pocket bike, and my mom was pissed. She made me return it.
Mom was not having it. Chris Rapp texted me and he goes, AD, NIL detasseler.
Honestly, that's a great pitch for our guys.
Yes, it is, man. Todd Husker Biker. We're going to read these throughout the show, too. Some of these I can read. I did tassel for a few years. Got to be careful with this one, Harrison. We had to walk the fields. Nowadays, they sit in a buckets above the corn. We had two dudes in our crew decided to do something else. A little devil's lettuce at the back of the bus. They got dropped off in Cortland on their way back to Lincoln. Never saw them again. Oh, man. Yeah, those are tasseling were fun stories.
Yeah, we got another young man that his son started detasseling. Second year detasseling. He's out there right now, and he brought home $2K last year in 3 weeks.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's money. Congrats to your son, too, unknown texture 6485.
Great for the work ethic.
You know what, man? It does, because when you come back and do a regular job, and what I mean by something in town, nothing compares to that. In town, at least. I'm saying from that perspective. I'm not saying nothing. Maybe something in you're working in a hot facility or construction, but man, you talking about because especially at such a young age. You're not even 16 yet for the most part. At least when I started, so there's some people that are way older than 16, but when I started, I wasn't 16. I remember. Now, I would go to work with my dad cleaning at Pegler and Cisco and Weaver's Potato Chip. Those are both before your time. I mean, they were you were a kid when those places begin to kind of fade out and be sold. But anyway, so I worked emptying out trash cans, cleaning bathrooms and things like that. That's easy compared to detasseling. Because once again, you were inside cleaning.
Yeah.
You were in a controlled temperature. Dude, you'd get up in the morning. It was early, number one. It was hard work. You were in mud.
Well, there's no shortcuts either.
There's no shortcuts.
I think that's the thing that really because like you're not done till you're done.
You're not done till you're done.
So like that, there's no shortcuts. You can't like find, if you find 10 minutes to slack off, well, you just added 10 more minutes to your day.
Or you may get fired.
Because
they didn't mess around, because those farmers were paying premium prices for those fields.
Sounds like it. 2K, 3K,
Yeah.
like
Absolutely.
you're getting paid for your services.
You're getting paid good. So they didn't mess around with you doing a, kind of a half-tail job. You better do it right. And so it made you appreciate those paychecks.
Mm-hmm.
And you were able to buy your school clothes, man. And so I bought a lot of my school clothes from detasseling.
Well, it's a good way to know the state too. Coach Ron Brown said it on a Sunday morning. I can't remember what show it was, but Coach Ron Brown, obviously with Nebraska football, and he said a little bit tongue in cheek, but I remember him talking about, he wishes he could have every kid require them to stay a night with a random farmer, like who's doing farm operations, and spend a weekend out there with them so they can fully understand what Nebraska is and why that end is so important.
The work ethic.
Yeah, the
Absolutely.
work ethic. Like you'll see that firsthand. And like again, it wasn't like serious because there's a lot of logistics go behind to it, but he was serious in the thought that like that'd be nice. Like that's the way you could teach kids what it means to be in the state.
Harrison, this is totally off script, but you hit a nerve right there with him, and in a good way. And we're going to talk about that work ethic in a second when we come back. Tell us your detasseling story if you've done it before. Know someone who did. Bill and Bennett, he goes, helping putting up hay, paid even better than walking the bean fields back in the 80s. Well, you can imagine how hot that was. In a barn, putting up hay, or putting them on the back of those trucks, too.
My dad's got stories.
Oh, a lot of cuts, too, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Those hay bales are no joke. Don't let those fluffy things, they look fluffy from the highway. Land on one and see what happens. We'll be back, folks. It's The Drive, 93.7 A Ticket.
Husker fans, the 2026 Nebraska football season is quickly approaching, and we need you in the Sea of Red at Memorial Stadium this fall. Single game tickets for all 7 home games start at just $45 and are now available in both end zone and sideline seat locations. These tickets are only available while supplies last, so get yours today before they're gone. To purchase your Husker football single game tickets or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Ever look at your house and think, ouch, it's stuck in the past? Or realize that your kitchen needs a new everything? Like thousands of homeowners, you can simply call SprayNet Lincoln. Their patented spray system and paint delivers a flawless factory finish, no mess, done in a day, and cost-effective. It looks just like new, including your vinyl. And it's all backed by their 15-year no-peel warranty. SprayNet Lincoln, custom chemistry and smarter painting. Google SprayNet Lincoln or call them now at 402-383-3336 or email ching@spray-net.com. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Your line just went down. Production stopped. A supervisor wants answers. And someone's digging through a binder for the maintenance history. Every one of those minutes costs money. And most of the time, that breakdown could have been prevented. That's where MaintainX comes in. MaintainX catches the failure before it happens. Preventive maintenance plans on every key asset to improve reliability. Work orders assigned and tracked right from your phone. Everyone from the floor to the front office is in the loop. Real-time dashboards give managers instant visibility into what's been completed, what's overdue, and where the bottlenecks are. No more guesswork. Just a smarter, faster maintenance operation. Companies on MaintainX have cut unplanned downtime by over 30% and saved thousands on parts and labor every year. See what it can do for your operation. Try MaintainX free at maintainx.com.
This summer, Salt Dogs fans are making history at Haymarket Park. We're celebrating 25 seasons of grit, grins, heart, and hometown pride. Lincoln, you built this stadium. You named this team. And season after season, it's you, the fans, that keep us coming back for more. So let our thank you be our promise. The best is yet to come. Your local tradition plays on. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Attention all golfers. If your Sunday is free this upcoming weekend, listen up. The 12th annual charity tournament for Clinic with the Heart takes place on Sunday, July 26th at 8 a.m. at Highlands Golf Course, and spots are available in this 4-man scramble. It's $400 per team with lunch included, plus giveaways and a silent auction. Register your foursome by this Friday, July 24th by clicking the link at the top of the McKinney's Irish Pub Facebook page. It's the 12th annual Clinic with the Heart charity tournament, 8 a.m. this Sunday at Highlands. Sponsored by Tipsy Tina's, McKinney's, Off Leash Dog Bar, Gate 25, Salt Mine City, and Michelob Ultra.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Hey, Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion with Window World Lincoln. Are you ready to transform your home? We offer exceptional replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing that will elevate your home's curb appeal and value. As a nationally known, locally owned business, we treat you like family and work tirelessly to deliver the best for less. Don't wait to give your home the upgrade it deserves. Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or check out windowworldlincoln.com. Let's make your home the talk of the neighborhood.
Where there's smoke, there's flavor, and there's plenty of that at the Smokehouse at Super Saver in Russ's Market. Award-winning Old World recipes made in Lincoln since 1984 with many flavors and smoked sausage and brats to choose from. The Smokehouse has something special for every season: brats and sausage for the grill, beef sticks and beef jerky for snacking, and smoked salmon, smoked turkey, and smoked hams for your holiday feast. Stop by the Smokehouse at Super Saver in Russ's Market today to fulfill your search for real flavor.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arens on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome back to the Detasseling Hour. Tell us your hell stories from the fields of Nebraska. Before we dive in, a few more texts, but mostly we're going to dive into some sports as well because there's a lot to discuss as media days for conferences are alive and well right now. But before we do that, folks, this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell. He did some detasseling, I think, back in his day, man. He's been a well-respected rep with Farm Bureau Financial Service since 1999. Jack can help protect your home, your vehicle, your family, even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit Jack at one of his 2 awesome locations with great people in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau can take care of you. Denny in Mobile says, detasseling at 13 had to pull the stock over so I could reach it. Better times. Just come down here. Oh, man, Harrison Reed, Songbirds.
Oh, what do we got here from Songbird?
Oh.
My coworker was the supervisor, and they lost the kid in the field. Apparently, he got confused and wandered in the wrong direction. Thankfully, they found him before he passed out from the heat. Got lost in the cornfield. I didn't even consider that, but yeah.
No, I'm not laughing that he got lost. I'm laughing because I can only imagine, like,
okay, the supervisor that day.
We missing one, dog. That would be scary as a because that's somebody's kid.
Yeah, it's cornfield too,
and it's a cornfield.
Yeah, I'll never forget. Shout out Houston, but he got lost in the cornfield one day. I think the story goes, I'm sorry, brother, if you're listening here in this. He was young, but he wasn't.
This is your brother?
Yeah. It was not allowed to have his juice that he wanted.
So he just took a walk.
So he took a walk. Fortunately, that walk led into the middle of the cornfield.
I want more juice.
And then there was also no juice in the cornfield. And then I think they heard him crying because, again, a little kid stuck in the cornfield. But yeah, like if he didn't make a noise, we would not have found him anytime soon.
How old was he?
That's a great question. For his sake, I'm going to say like 7. No, he was 16. No, I'm just kidding. He was not.
It's actually 23, AD.
That was actually last week.
It's going to say at 23, there's other factors involved before you got lost in a cornfield. Folks, we'll read some more of these towards the break. But there's a lot going on. And Harrison brought something up that I want to talk about because he talked about the work ethic. And he talked about how he, in Coach Brown's tongue-in-cheek comment, but also there's a lot of truth when the tongue is in the cheek because there's some truth behind it, that he wished that players can spend some time with the families, the ag families around the state. Because I'm going to tell you, and you know this being from an ag family, Harrison, we talked about this a few days ago when we were talking about do you prefer harvest time or planting season, etc. Both, it doesn't matter which you prefer. They're both hard work.
Yeah.
And, there's a work ethic that was involved. And you know what, Harrison, you could feel, you could see that type of work ethic. And again, I'm only going by what I experienced. You look at the guys in years past, even if you weren't from an ag family, the ag family's work ethic rubbed off on you.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you hit a guy over and over again and he goes like this, yeah, now we're talking. I remember Johnny Vedral, and I was just talking to Mike Vedral, former Nebraska tight end, at this weekend in Gothenburg. But remember Johnny Vedral, number 25, from Gregory, South Dakota. Big ranch family. Johnny was one of the toughest you-know-whats I'd ever been around before. Mike Vedral, another just tough guy. You look at Terry Keneally, all right, from up in the Panhandle. I forget what town he was from. It starts with an H. Help me out. I have to look it up. But Terry Keneally was just a beast. He's one of the final sacks, him and Dante Jones in the 94. Their work ethic, it was infectious. It rubbed off on everybody. The late Matt Verzal, God rest his soul. His birthday was just last week. I miss my boy, Matt Verzal.
My guy, Russ Hochstein from Northeast Nebraska.
Exactly. Those guys just had a different mentality. You look at Wiegert from right outside Fremont.
Another good one.
Those guys were just a different mentality. And even the guys who weren't from ag communities, that ag community mentality, that work ethic, that mindset, it rubbed off on those guys. It's like that old saying, a rising tide lifts all boats. Those boys didn't. And think about it. At a farm, you didn't get done when it was 5 o'clock. You got done when the job was done. And if that meant 8 o'clock, if that meant 9 o'clock, if that meant you come in and got some dinner and you took your butt right back outside to get the fence bolts laid in the ground, to get the pipe laid down, to go irrigate. And they are irrigating at night. They eat, they go back out, and they start irrigating.
It's around the clock. Just talked to a buddy yesterday. He was on the phone, and then it was like 8 o'clock. He had to hop off, go turn the pumps off for the irrigation.
That mentality, I don't care no one can tell me any different. That was one of the secret sauces. That was something in the water, if you would, with work ethic in Nebraska football, man. It was part of our system, man.
Well, I think the point where it rubbed off too, like, I don't care how good you were back in the day. And this is me, born in 99. But like when you have a group of dudes behind you that are constantly working, like if you get comfortable, you will see those walk-ons all of a sudden. Like, they won't be behind you. They'll be right next to you. You'll be wondering what happened here.
Or ahead of you.
If you really don't pay attention. Like that constant, when you have that constant push from behind,
right,
that's not allowing you to just get comfortable.
Don't let you ease up.
They're itching. They're just for one play.
And
they
you know
just
what?
want it.
And they grew up watching it like I did.
Yeah.
They grew up watching it to where some of these guys out of state didn't understand until they got here the magnitude of what that meant to our ag community, to our ranchers, to the people in Lincoln, to the people clear out to Shadron, clear to the people down in Nebraska City. Thomas and Lincoln, AT, we don't need the spreading of the seed to come back. Harrison, I'm not sure if you remember that when I used to talk about spreading seed quite a bit.
I think I picked it up on where he was going with that one.
And Raph is probably driving in Alabama right now going, oh, boy, here we go. That work ethic, though, it's to your point, 8893. Work ethic is everything. Being from Nebraska, I was offered every job I applied for when I moved to Boston, qualified or not. Bingo. They see Midwestern on those, and I've heard this from a number of my former teammates, fraternity brothers. They see Nebraska or somewhere in the Midwest. They know you're cut from a different cloth most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. To unknown texture 8893's point, it's just different.
It's true. It's crazy because I remember hearing that when I was younger. It's accurate.
It's accurate.
Like, that's a real thing that people look out for.
accurate.
Now, not every Midwesterner is going to have the same work ethic, but the odds of finding a kid who's cut a little bit different just goes up.
You know, I'm going to still venture to say that those players on that squad from the ag communities, and there's not as many anymore because of just the numbers.
Well, roster limits doesn't help.
etc. I think and I can only speak for Nebraska. I can't speak for anybody else, but I would say Midwestern teams in general, that reduction of rosters, you've lost some kids that you would have brought in a heartbeat as walk-ons because they would infuse that same type of mentality into your locker room.
Yeah.
And I go back again to that Rocky scene. I saw you beat a man like I've never seen a man beat before. And he goes, and he kept coming after you. That was and should be again. I don't know how we bring it back. I'm not going to try to get on that. But when you brought up work ethic, Harrison, that just stuck with me because those guys, they were relentless.
Well, so it makes them terrifying.
It was exactly
like they just
over and over.
Well, I used the example of like Anthony Lionheart Smith before. Like, I think what makes him such a terrifying fighter. I don't know if it was this show, but like he wasn't arguably like the best skill guy out there.
But his heart.
Yeah, but if you're gonna go into a fight and thinking you have an easy fight, like no matter what you do, you're gonna have to beat him. Like that was the part. Is he favorited? Maybe not. But you're not gonna be able to just take the win. Like you have to go beat Anthony Lionheart because he's gonna go for you every single time he's out there, regardless of what the odds say. You're still gonna have to take him down. And if you get a good hit, he's gonna get back up.
You know, you look at a guy, and this is again before your time. A guy in text line, you remember number 76, Joe Wilkes. Joe Wilkes, Nebraska kid, offensive line, put on the weight, and he was just a guy that would just relentlessly hit you over and over and over and over. Brendan Sty from California, again, that work ethic. You know, Aaron Graham from Texas, Wiegert from Nebraska, Zadiska from Nebraska. And the thing that reminds me the most, those Miami teams and those Florida teams, do they have more, some guys that were quicker and faster? Maybe. We could probably even say yes. But you can't measure the heart. You can't measure resilience. You can't measure tenacity. You can't measure just an undogged determination that no matter what, I'm going to beat you up over and even the ones I miss, I'm still going to come back with that same type of hard work ethic that you talked about, Harrison, and I'm going to beat you over and over again. Farmers' mentalities, they will do something for months at a time and not see results, but then boom, there's a plant that comes up. That's a mentality.
And as soon as they take care of the harvest, next season,
they do it again.
They just roll back in. And there's nothing more demoralizing. And this is the part where I wish to tie it to modern day Husker football. Like that game with Minnesota, that game with Penn State, that game with, you can go on and on and on. It's incredibly demoralizing. Like if the team gives you your best shot and it doesn't phase you.
Bro.
And like that was the synopsis of the Minnesota game. We got phased. That was Penn State. We get a tough shot. We start scrambling. We're missing up plays. Like when you can take a team's best shot, you just turn right around like nothing happened, and you play every play with that same intensity. Like that's where I don't know if you want to call it the yips. I don't know if you want to call it like
it's hard.
We get unsure, but yeah, it's that hard. Like you have to, regardless of what happens out there, you just can't ever start rolling over. And again, I think that's what made those 90 teams great because that 95 team didn't happen, overnight. It was years and years of guys just constantly pushing, getting better.
And in that movie, you got to watch it, Harrison. It's called Cinderella Man.
I've seen it. It's a great movie.
James Braddock, remember on his comeback, he took that guy's best shot. His mouthpiece flew out. And Russell Crowe playing James Braddock, he smiles. There's blood come out of his mouth. He smiles, walks across the ring, puts the mouthpiece back in, and smiles at the guy. That dude that hit him was like, oh, you know what? I just gave that guy everything I had. He smiled, picked up his mouthpiece and said, now we're really dancing. when you in Nebraska football used to do that, would take some of those guys' best shots and say, now the party started.
Mm-hmm.
When you can give someone your best shot and you know it was their best shot, and the person you just hit on a play know it was their best shot, and they still keep coming after you, psychologically, you're done. Because you're thinking, I got nothing left.
Yeah.
And this dude keeps coming after me. Oh, and it's not just him. He's got 10 buddies that do the same thing. And it's only the first quarter, and we got 8 minutes left. Psychologically, you destroy teams, even if the score is not indicative. And I'm going to tell you the flip side. When we talked about Pogge from Michigan, remember the score wasn't indicative of how bad they were, demolishing us at halftime. But Pogge said in there, he goes, fellas, we're absolutely waylaying these guys. Let's finish them. You think about a boxing match. Sometimes that shot you take to the rib cage in the third round, it doesn't take effect until the fifth round or sixth round, because even while you're fighting in the fourth and fifth, you're protecting it, you're nursing it, and then you take another shot where you took one before, it's a wrap. Nebraska football, hence go back to your word, the work ethic. If you keep pounding on that fence post into that field, it ain't going to be the first strike, the second strike, but that 40th one maybe, boom, that thing is solid. Nebraska football used to pound dudes like fence posts. I mean, just over and over and over. And then finally, the opponent was like, yeah, we're done. And you can see it in their face. You can see it in their body language. You can see it in their hearts. And then that's when I got to play. It was awesome. We're going to break. We'll go pound some more fence posts when we come back.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
Planet Fitness has everything you need from warm up to wind down, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to bring a friend anytime, access any of our 2,800 plus clubs, or reset and recover in the Black Card Spa, we're ready to fuel your momentum and then some. Enjoy all the perks with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Join the club today for $1 down, $24.99 a month.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends June 12th.
See club for details.
Iconic summer moments deserve an iconic drink. Reach for Mountain Dew, an American original. From its beginnings in the foothills of Tennessee to your biggest summer yet. The refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew is the perfect companion to your American summer adventures. Enjoy the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Tasting great since '48. Look for Mountain Dew in stores near you at mountaindew.com. That's mountaindew.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Where there's smoke, there's flavor, and there's plenty of that at the Smokehouse at Super Saver in Russ's Market. Award-winning Old World recipes made in Lincoln since 1984 with many flavors and smoked sausage and brats to choose from. The Smokehouse has something special for every season: brats and sausage for the grill, beef sticks and beef jerky for snacking, and smoked salmon, smoked turkey, and smoked hams for your holiday feast. Stop by the Smokehouse at Super Saver in Russ's Market today to fulfill your search for real flavor.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
When your business is ready for its next move, I'm here to help make it happen. I'm Corey Vandeweghe, Commercial Loan Officer at Midwest Bank on 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Lincoln is full of bold ideas and hardworking business owners, and I'm proud to support the people driving that progress. Whether you're launching something new or investing in growth, I'll work with you to find lending solutions that move your business forward. Swing in anytime. I'd love to hear what you're building. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Are you ready to upgrade your equipment? Now's the time at Landmark Implement. Through July, take advantage of limited time interest waiver offers on select late model used sprayers, tractors, and combines. Get 12 months of interest waiver on eligible sprayers, 24 months on eligible 7R, 8R, and 9R tractors, and 36 months on eligible combines. But don't wait, these offers end July 31st. Stop by your local Landmark Implement, give us a call, or browse our inventory online at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white truck, you know the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built upon hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with room for advancement.
Lincoln is full of great golf courses in a state that is getting national recognition for exceptional golf. Friend Country Club is worth the drive, just 40 minutes from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy their restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Friend Country Club, just 40 minutes southeast of Lincoln. It's worth a visit.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arens on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. Been all over the place talking about the tasseling hard work. Unknown texture 5304, good morning. Used to umpire baseball with a guy who was a foreman of the detasseling crew. One day he couldn't show up to umpire because the field he was detasseling and was flooded from a 3-inch rain the night before and covered in hog poop from the farm next to the field.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, man. That is insane. RD, what's up, RD? Goes, Philip Fulmer bought a copy of that video for every player and people associated to the program and told them this is the mentality that we have to be a national championship team. Philip Fulmer, of course, was a former coach at Tennessee when the Volunteers were putting in work. That's a great observation right there, RD. Folks, you know, I'm going to hammer on this history segment regarding Nebraska football because it was such a huge part. Another guy that stands out to me that just that resonates the Nebraska way, that was just relentless. And obviously he stands out to everybody, but Dave Remington. I mean, Dave Remington went to Omaha South, right down the road in Omaha. And those guys, man, were just built different because they would keep coming after you. And to hear Boomer Esiason, the former quarterback for Cincinnati Bengals and one of Dave's best friends after Dave's football career and obtaining his master's and doing some other things. He was the president of the Boomer Esiason Foundation for a number of years before he retired. And Boomer just constantly talks about the work ethic that Dave had and has, you know, as far as that goes. And they were just built different, man. They just built different.
Well, speaking on built different too, also on this day in 1989, heavyweight champion Mike Tyson, violently, and it's on YouTube. I know if people have seen it, knocked out. Do you remember who he knocked out in 93 seconds?
Was that Spinks?
Carl Williams.
Carl Williams. Oh, and that was bad too.
But that's why I used the word violent.
Spinks, I think, only lasted like 30 seconds, literally 30 seconds.
I mean, it was a lot of those very quick. This was 93 seconds and gets just cleaned.
And Carl was talking a lot of trash before that fight, though.
Oh, was he really?
He was talking.
That's a bold move.
They were stupid.
Yeah, you don't. That's a guy you don't be talking crazy.
No, they would talk trash to him, and he'd be like, "Okay, we're gonna win. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, you know, you really irritate me right now." because the way that, I'm going to eat your chilled one. I'm like, whoa, hey, Mike, what about that? Hey, we're not talking about cannibalism here. Yeah, I broke my, because it doesn't respect me, because it's just a different thing. Because when I come on my uppercut, there's nothing they can do to stop me. And he would just obviously just destroy dudes in the ring within seconds.
We got a
like bad
DP arrival in studio.
Oh, ain't nothing but a thing. So, AD, you and I are old heads, and I find myself with Harrison taking him back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Taking him back. So he was unfamiliar with a certain part of swag game. Zubas.
Who?
Zubas.
Zumba.
Oh, no,
now you got to wear them.
You got this on camera. We were literally talking about this.
Pull them out. Pull them out.
All right, let me get this on camera. These are fire.
Look at those. With the Bears logo on them.
I'm going to look good on game day.
Yeah.
Just rolling in studio with these.
Yeah, I
DP.
started
These are awesome.
laughing. I was trying to explain for us old heads that those pants could be worn anywhere. With anything, with the Reebok black tops.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
then,
or white.
right?
Yep.
Right. And then a muscle shirt or something right on the top. But Zubas, you find them at the nightclub, you'd find them.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's
in the gym.
Yep, in the gym especially. Yeah, and then game day. Those are the most comfortable game day stuff ever, bro.
Harrison, I expect to see you wearing those tomorrow.
You know what? I might just roll in with them.
Dude, those are sweet, man. Did you put them up on the camera?
Yeah, I put them up. I'll put them up one more time for everyone who's seen it. But Zubas, because me and DP were talking about it, and for Napoleon Dynamite, one of the greatest films out there. I think that was my introduction. Remember the fight instructor? Have you seen Napoleon Dynamite?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
When the fight instructor, he's got the American flag and his pants on there. That whole movie's ridiculous. But that's how we got on it. Then we started talking about, apparently these were the thing, though, back in the day.
They were.
Since this is our history segment.
Let
Also,
me get some of your tots. Your tots.
Frick off. Oh my lord. But also apparently we'll know for sponsors, but a new chain just picked these up, a local chain as well.
Really?
Well, no, I should say a local chain, but there's some locations that I'll just say at Target. They got some, but they dipped into the Zubas. So if you go up to Target, I know they have Bears.
They got Steelers?
I don't know.
I guarantee they got the Chiefs.
They got Chiefs.
Because local.
Bears are popular right now. Your Steelers have lost the eye of the U.S. here.
A long time ago. Probably Broncos.
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably some local teams, but whatever team's hot right now.
Dude, those are sweet, man.
I'm excited for Jeff's gonna enjoy these when we get closer to Sunday. So shout out to DP and shout out to the Zubas game.
Eric said
come back.
The most comfortable pants.
They look comfortable.
They are very comfortable, man. I used to have a pair of those for the gym, with different colors and things like that because they were so doggone comfortable, man. I loved them. Folks, we come back. SEC, ACC, there's a lot to discuss, a lot of hot comments, if you would. It's just going to make you laugh. Some make you scratch your head. Narduzzi, I don't know who peed in his Cheerios from the Big Ten, but he's still spouting off unfactual information and hot-headedness. And then Kentucky's head coach had a Cignetti moment. We'll talk about that, too. There's a lot to discuss. And we'll do that the entire second hour. We'll be back, folks. It's The Drive.
Attention all golfers. If your Sunday is free this upcoming weekend, listen up. The 12th annual charity tournament for Clinic with the Heart takes place on Sunday, July 26th at 8 a.m. at Highlands Golf Course, and spots are available in this four-man scramble. It's $400 per team with lunch included, plus giveaways and a silent auction. Register your foursome by this Friday, July 24th by clicking the link at the top of the McKinney's Irish Pub Facebook page. It's the 12th annual Clinic with the Heart charity tournament, 8 a.m. this Sunday at Highlands, sponsored by Tipsy Tina's, McKinney's, Off Leash Dog Bar, Gate 25, Salt Mine City, and Michelob Ultra.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week and attractive benefits package and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white truck, you know the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built upon hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with room for advancement.
Play ball! Some places just feel like home. In Lincoln, that place is Haymarket Park. For 25 seasons, it's where we gather with friends, with family, and our out-of-towners who want that same warm welcome. It's where kids catch their first foul ball, where we're all neighbors for at least 9 innings. Because when Salt Dogs fans root for our home team, there isn't a single stranger in the stands. So come one, come all, and let your local tradition play on. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
Lincoln is full of great golf courses in a state that is getting national recognition for exceptional golf. Friend Country Club is worth the drive, just 40 minutes from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy their restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Friend Country Club, just 40 minutes southeast of Lincoln. It's worth a visit.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
At Schwiezo Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back, on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit Schwiezo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Schwiezo Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
Your line just went down. Production stopped. A supervisor wants answers. And someone's digging through a binder for the maintenance history. Every one of those minutes costs money, and most of the time, that breakdown could have been prevented. That's where MaintainX comes in. MaintainX catches the failure before it happens. Preventive maintenance plans on every key asset to improve reliability. Work orders assigned and tracked right from your phone. Everyone from the floor to the front office is in the loop. Real-time dashboards give managers instant visibility into what's been completed, what's overdue, and where the bottlenecks are. No more guesswork. Just a smarter, faster maintenance operation. Companies on MaintainX have cut unplanned downtime by over 30% and saved thousands on parts and labor every year. See what it can do for your operation. Try MaintainX free at maintainx.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Dana Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Dana Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Where there's smoke, there's flavor, and there's plenty of that at the Smokehouse at Super Savor in Russ's Market. Award-winning Old World recipes made in Lincoln since 1984 with many flavors and smoked sausage and brats to choose from. The Smokehouse has something special for every season: brats and sausage for the grill, beef sticks and beef jerky for snacking, and smoked salmon, smoked turkey, and smoked hams for your holiday feast. Stop by the Smokehouse at Super Savor in Russ's Market today to fulfill your search for real flavor.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions. Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arons, former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this Take Ground Tuesday. A lot of action going on in the conference media days, SEC, ACC. Harrison, what you got, my man?
We'll do this one. We talked about it earlier, but I quickly just want to talk about it. This is Pat Narduzzi. This is ACC Media Days, but here's the actual audio clip. Better than the Big Ten, he says, and then we'll fact check his statements.
Coming from Michigan State, spent 8 seasons there as a defensive coordinator, coming to Pitt in 2015. I said it then, I said it now. You know, after about 2 years in the league, I said this conference is better. It's better than the Big Ten. It's got more skill. You know, I just think, you know, up and down the East Coast, I just think there's so many players in our area where in the Big Ten trying to get players up there, you know, to come up north. And it's, you know, now it's got a little West flavor to it. But I've said that for years, and I'm going to stick to my guns. You know, you know, and you look at our record. You look at our record in bowl games against, you know, the SEC and the Big Ten. You look at our record, you know, in the regular season. I mean, you know, we don't have a losing record. We have a winning record against those teams.
So he's cherry picking. So eventually he said the first 2 seasons. Well, he said the first 2 seasons because the ACC went 10-6 against the Big Ten during his first 2 seasons, 2015-16. But since then, the record has piled up to 20-35 against the Big Ten. His individual record as the head coach of Pittsburgh, Narduzzi, holds a 1-6 record against Big Ten opponents. And then when he's talking about more skill, I don't know what he's talking about. When it comes to NFL draft, the Big Ten has had 68 players compared to the ACC's just 38. And then the SEC, the numbers only get worse.
You know, he's comparing style more than results. You know, the ACC, you look at this spread offenses, quarterback play, speed at skill positions. You can throw that out there as well. But, you know, you look at his overall, I'm looking at this, and it just doesn't add up. I mean, it just doesn't add up. Here's some numbers. You know, Narduzzi referenced ACC success against the Big Ten. His own record's 1-6, okay, against the Big Ten and the SEC. He's using a selective time frame at that.
He's just using his first 2 seasons. He mentions it, but it's like, well, yeah, that was the only time it worked in your favor.
Absolutely.
Since then, you guys have been losing.
Over the past 9 years, the ACC is 20-35 against the Big Ten. 38-60 against the SEC. That's a much different story than he's trying to paint. So I'm thinking, like, Narduzzi, again, I don't know. And everybody's entitled to their own comments.
You are, but people are going to fact check.
Yeah. So, and like I said, comments. Not even your opinion's not even doesn't even hold water. No. So you're just basically just talking. You're free to talk, but what you're saying is so far from the truth. Bro, you were 20-35 against the Big Ten, the one that you called out. 38-60 against the SEC. You're not even winning barely. I mean, you're getting destroyed.
Yeah, I don't know what he was going for there. Like, again, right, defend your conference, all that. But I might give him the Scott Frost advice. Be like, hey, man, just go straight to questions.
Just
like you don't need to sell yourself because you're gonna say some things that are somehow gonna make us look even worse.
Oh, it's insane, man. I just, you know, I know he's a little ticked off still that his primetime receiver, that young man that's playing at Minnesota right now, the receiver, second year, I believe. I can't think of his name. that was just at that he transferred from Pitt and he went to USC. And he had some very choice words for Lincoln Riley.
Jordan Addison.
Yes, he had some very choice words for Lincoln Riley, the SEC, etc. Because, and unfortunately, I think it just happens now. You're gonna your guys are gonna get plucked. You can both, it giveth and it taketh away. I'm sure on Pitt's roster right now, I'm just gonna safely assume there's someone on his roster that another coach is pissed that he's at Pitt now.
Yep.
So it goes both ways, man. So even when it happens here at Nebraska, why is this guy transferring? Well, perfect example. Big Brandon Black from Iowa State. I'm sure Iowa State's new coach was not pleased about him leaving.
Oh, yeah. Burke Burke in jail.
Absolutely.
He transfers. We love Burke. He leaves again.
Oh,
this
Burke.
guy. It's like,
he was overrated anyway, And then Bryce Sanford. I mean, there's a lot of folks in Iowa like, man, I hate that guy. Nebraska, they love this guy. Give him the statue. It's the same everywhere. It happens. It giveth and it taketh away. But for Narduzzi just to call out conferences there's nothing factual about what he said.
Oh, he's 0 for 3. That's the funniest part about that. It's like, you had 3 lies and you whiffed on every single one in that statement. I'm always just amazed. It's like, people are going to fact check this, right? Like, again, you can sell your conference without saying, trying to get out there that we're been better than it's. Hey, it's really competitive. I believe the ACC is a great spot. We have a lot of great athletes, and we're building more competitive every year. Boom, done. And no one can fact check that, and it all sounds good.
The ACC's last championship was from the very, very guy that Paul Feinbaum said is done. It was in 2018 when Dabo Swinney won it with Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you haven't been in the championship game in 8 years. Meanwhile, I know we got the asterisk by Michigan. However, that they were crowned. Michigan, Ohio State, and then Indiana. So what are you talking about?
Hope.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like,
he's projecting what maybe it looks like down the road, but
I don't get why he's so hell bent. And maybe, like I said, maybe some of it comes from Madison when he transferred.
He's got to get over that. I mean, he's treating that like a bad ex right now.
He really is.
Like if that's what it is about, like, buddy, move on, because he certainly has.
And then you got to ask yourself this: like, if this coach is living so much in the past of some past thing that he felt that he was wrong. Dude, it's time because as you're aching and moaning about something you have no control over anymore, time is passing you by. These other teams give 2 flying farts about what your feelings are.
Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of, not speaking of that, but we could switch gears a little bit, hop into the SEC. We do have Mr. Sankey, the commissioner, talking about they're not going to win the national title every year. So here is Sankey on that, defending the SEC a little bit.
When I started as commissioner, I want to win every championship unequivocally, unapologetically. I want to do it the right way. So I want to get there. But if all we're judged is the result of one game, then you're going to be on the short end of that more than you're. Yeah. I mean, we've had these runs, but we have to acknowledge the odds and it's an oblong ball. And you think about the Fiesta Bowl, the ball's in the air. It's not a Hail Mary. That's a touchdown throw. Mm-hmm. And you get a flag, you don't get a flag on a pretty good grab. That's life, right? That shouldn't just be all that defines us. But we want to be at the top. I want the depth. I want us to provide the support for our programs. I want people to be excited. And I want Danny Cannell to be jealous.
He is.
Oh, very.
Don't worry.
And I want the message that Skip Johnson gave in Omaha about how this league prepares a group of people in every sport to play at that level when it's all on the line for national championship. That's what we're trying to do. We're doing it really well. Yeah. We're not going to win everyone.
So there's his defense. My favorite part. Yeah, my favorite part of that was this part right here.
The odds and it's an oblong ball, and you think
we have to factor these things in, AD. When you're doing your rankings, you have to understand it's an oblong ball. It doesn't always bounce the way you think it's going to.
He didn't say football, oblong ball. Yeah. Really?
I get a kick out of that. Because, again, I get what he's doing. Like, the pressure has been, well, the Big Ten's better than the ACC, or the SEC, excuse me. And he's sitting there saying, well, it's like, well, you can't just look at the national championship as the final result. But it's like, it's not just one game. No. Like these bowl games so far have been tending towards the Big Ten's favor. Mm-hmm. So there is something there to Sankey where I think he's trying to hold the throne that the SEC is still king, but it's not just the national championship game. We're seeing it in the bowl games as well. Maybe not better, but pretty much on the same plane as of right now, the way I see it.
Harrison, since the portal in NIL became in full effect, there was a major shift. What do you think the reason for that is?
I don't know. Ed Orgeron could probably tell us.
There's a lot of money out there.
Exactly, Mr. Ed Orgeron. Like, it's just money. NIL became weird. It was like we had a bunch of sharks, handing money underneath the table, and then it became legal, and then the sharks got to be out in public. And now we're kind of back into an area where you could still do a little bit of under the water work, but most of it's above board. So if you're creating advantages, you can't create nearly as big advantage as you once used to.
Here's my personal, again, opinion, and there is facts to back it up. You look at the money down in Tennessee, that was an exact change in a restaurant bag that was exchanged for the exact amount.
Mm-hmm.
You look at a lot of schools in the South, and this wasn't just something in the past 5-10 years. This has been going on forever. If you look at the old documentary, The Pony Express, with SMU, that when they got back in the 80s, they got the death penalty. You'll see it then. There was money being exchanged. I heard this from Eric Dickerson himself when he was in town for an event. And the stories he shared, Eric Dickerson, the former NFL great running back, cooler than the other side of the pillow. The stories he shared, but we're talking 40 years ago. There's always been money under the table. There's always been perks.
You can get even to the darker side. Sometimes it's a little bit more than money.
You better believe it.
Yeah, and you can take a guess as to what those things are, but
look at USC. With Reggie Bush, the house. For the parents, there were jobs at other places. Vehicles, as we've talked about. This has been going on for years and years and years.
But now it's above board in the last 2 years in bowl games. The Big Ten's 8-2 versus the SEC.
Kind of makes you wonder how things all of a sudden got somewhat uneven playing field all the time, man.
Well, Alabama Jones would tell you they were not paying their players.
It's what's that?
Alabama. Did you ever see that bit with Pat McAfee calling out Nick Saban? He called him out Alabama Jones.
No, I have no idea. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You know what? And I'll say this. I'll give some of these coaches an olive branch, but it ain't a very steady one. And as I've told you before, there's a thing in politics they call plausible deniability.
That's just it. I'm extending you the olive branch because I know you better shut up because you darn well we're paying guys.
I have no idea what you're talking about. How does that kid at 21 have a membership at the country club in your local town at 21 years old on a scholarship check? No, not flying. How does that kid have a 2021? Let's go back in time. A 2017 brand new Tahoe. How I can go on.
This guy came to camp
and on
with his muffler falling off on our 05 Chevy. Yeah. Now he's got a brand new 2026 Impala or Audi or whatever. Nice. Again, I'm fine with the kids making money. But I think the point that NIL is all above board now. You are starting to see the fruits of it. The SEC is still a great conference, but they certainly had some leverage.
Wealth distribution.
Yeah.
Well, it's best.
Big Ten schools got some money. So
they got some money,
That's
man.
the other part of where I think it's shifting in the Big Ten's favor is we just have some big money schools.
We just read those numbers about a month ago. Remember, 80 million.
Yeah.
The Big Ten. 80. Big 12, I think, was like 39, 38. So they're literally, it's double what they bring in. Scaper, what's up, brother? 100% with you. Does he not understand that to get to the national championship, you have to meet other teams as well? It's not just one game against one conference. Love the show, guys. Man, Scaper, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the commentary. Thomas and Lincoln in Texas has whooped Michigan the last 2 years.
Oh, I always forget he's a Longhorn.
It's a lot. Hey, and you know what? Texter 8893, LP's vehicle. Who knows? Like I said, it happened all over the place.
Yeah,
happened all over the place. No idea.
True.
Listen, we can go back to Nebraska. We can go back to other places to where things were done. And when you look at him, put a magnifying glass behind, it's like, okay, how did he get that? And I'm also telling you, 8893, he was scrutinized, and those things were taken care of rather quickly. And again, it happened. It happened all over the place, man. Different things happen other places. Dude, put it this way, man. If every school was investigated, I'm just going to say, thank God we didn't have video cameras.
Oh, yeah.
We weren't 80 and 93. We weren't any different than a lot of places. Maybe not as egregious, but there were things that took place. And I'll say this, that you couldn't keep track of everything that was going on But wait a minute, this is not passing the sniff test right here.
Yeah, if we did a magnifying glass on a lot of these universities, everyone would get uncomfortable real quick.
Nationwide.
Big Ten, SEC, ACC.
Big Ten.
Take your pick. Like, there's a lot of schools that have probably done
Mountain West, the now defunct Pac-12. There was a lot of things going on, man. A lot of things going on to where now it's above. I mean, like I said, everybody's got the bag.
But you know how you can avoid those criticisms? Just separate completely. Become your own brand. Here's Greg Sankey talking about the possibility on self-governance.
This is big.
Here's Mr. Sankey.
So they're real. People have talked about that. They've opined about the frustrations that bring them to the point of saying we should look at something significantly different. I do not believe that is a leverage point. I think that's just honest communication. And so understand that beneath the observation is frustration. But I also know the pride with which I spoke of 13 national championships, and there is meaning and value. And I do think a national expectation that we participate in a national organization, but that national organization must function in a healthy manner.
Boy, I wonder who's putting the pressure on the sanctioning governing body so they can't function like they want to. Wouldn't be the SEC or the Big Ten.
Bro, that sounded like an academic lecture right there, didn't it?
Yeah. What bothers me about all this is like, we're in this conversation because a lot of these governing bodies, and it's not just the NCAA. The NCAA is a boogeyman in some cases. The SEC and the Big Ten are just as guilty.
They all are.
And then for them to be sitting there, not good enough. Maybe we're thinking about self-governance. It's not a leverage point. It is a leverage point.
But you know what? When you bring it to the NCAA, their relevancy is dissipating very quickly.
It is.
I mean,
but they're getting pushed around. That's the problem. And the NCAA, they got to stand up and try to. They're taking L's in court left and right.
But you know what, man? This started years ago, Harrison.
It did.
And the thing about it, it's just like we can bring those field posts back in, and we'll bring it from this way. Every hit they took decreased their influence, and they would keep getting pounded with different cases and different cases, and they were all over the board on judging them, all over the board on punishment, all over the board. That made no sense. There was no consistency whatsoever.
Well, find your local state judge.
Absolutely.
And that was the big problem with the NCAA. To your point, you didn't get ahead of it. You left the rule book gray. So you shouldn't have been surprised when this thing started out. As soon as California broke through and said, "Hey, we're just doing NIL," the NCAA should have put it on turbo. And get railings in place.
Absolutely.
Instead, they let the Big Ten and SEC make the railings.
Yep. Absolutely.
And that's what's
to their own regard. To their own.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
And now we're sitting here, and it's still not good enough. The SEC's still thinking about breaking away.
We can go back 20 plus years ago, Harrison, when the O'Bannon brothers and our very own Sam Keller had the lawsuit about name, image, and likeness on video games. They dragged their feet for 2 decades.
Yep.
That's why I don't feel sorry for the NCAA.
No, I don't think you need to.
No.
Like, they definitely could have got ahead of this.
Dude, they are a multi-billion-dollar operation and operated just so inconsistently, negligent. They become a rubber stamp. It's just kind of like, yeah, whatever, NCAA. Yeah, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, unfortunately, you see this sometimes in stores where a parent tells their kids to do something. Oh, shut up! And the kid keeps doing it. College football has been like that. The NCAA is that parent that no longer gets any respect, and no one listens to them anymore.
Just a suggestion.
It's just a suggestion. There's no standards. And they've muddied these waters with all of these different cases over the years. The one that I can't even say there's numerous cases to where you have ACC commissioners talking like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because what the NCAA has not done over the past 20 plus years.
Yeah, well, now let's go a little bit more on before we get to our next break here. So we got beat report. We got Heather Dinich, and the SEC breakaway is very real. So here's her breakdown of it.
All right, Heather, what are you hearing about whether or not it's realistic for the SEC to break away from the NCAA in the near future?
Oh, it's very real. And this is something that has been going on for months because SEC presidents and chancellors have been talking about this since about February when they met in Nashville to talk about options of self-governance if they cannot get federal legislation. I mean, that's where the conversations are. And you can look at the Big 12 and the Texas Tech incident with Brendan Sorsby as an example of what this means. Because when you're talking about breaking away from the NCAA, you're talking about making and enforcing your own rules. In that case, the NCAA wasn't able to enforce its own rules on gambling. So the SEC, and Greg Sankey will tell you, we already do make some of our rules and enforce them. But if they can't get help from the federal government, get some antitrust protection so that every time they try to make a rule, the NCAA, they don't get turned around and somebody sues them for it. That's what these conversations are about.
So SEC's trying to make rules in the new era that is college football. And when they make these rules, they don't want pushback from the NCAA, or they want to get into a lawsuit about them maybe stepping on some lines. They're attached to that governing body, but they really want to get away from it.
Will you play that first part again real quick before we go to break?
Just the opening question? Yeah, okay.
All right, Heather, what are you hearing about whether or not it's realistic for the SEC to break away from the NCAA in the near future?
Oh, it's very real. And this is something that has been going on for months because SEC presidents and chancellors have been talking about this since about February when they met in Nashville to talk about options of self-governance if they cannot get federal legislation. I mean, that's where the conversations are. And
we're going to talk more about some of the side, man, how real this is. It just shows you the instability of conferences being governed by the NCAA and what that means. We'll discuss when we come back, folks. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Planet Fitness has everything you need from warm up to wind down, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to bring a friend anytime, access any of our 2,800 plus clubs, or reset and recover in the Black Card Spa, we're ready to fuel your momentum and then some. Enjoy all the perks with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Join the club today for $1 down, $24.99 a month.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends June 12th.
See club for details.
Play ball! Some places just feel like home. In Lincoln, that place is Haymarket Park. For 25 seasons, it's where we gather with friends, with family, and our out-of-towners who want that same warm welcome. It's where kids catch their first foul ball, where we're all neighbors for at least 9 innings. Because when Salt Dogs fans root for our home team, there isn't a single stranger in the stands. So come one, come all, and let your local tradition play on. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
At Sweezo Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back. on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit Schwizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Schwizo Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Dana Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Dana Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Dana Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Attention all golfers. If your Sunday is free this upcoming weekend, listen up. The 12th annual charity tournament for Clinic with the Heart takes place on Sunday, July 26th at 8 a.m. at Highlands Golf Course, and spots are available in this 4-man scramble. It's $400 per team with lunch included, plus giveaways and a silent auction. Register your foursome by this Friday, July 24th by clicking the link at the top of the McKinney's Irish Pub Facebook page. It's the 12th annual Clinic with the Heart charity tournament, 8 a.m. this Sunday at Highlands. Sponsored by Tipsy Tina's, McKinney's, Off Leash Dog Bar, Gate 25, Salt Mine City, and Michelob Ultra. Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white truck, you know the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built upon hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with room for advancement.
Lincoln is full of great golf courses in a state that is getting national recognition for exceptional golf. Friend Country Club is worth the drive, just 40 minutes from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy their restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Friend Country Club, just 40 minutes southeast of Lincoln. It's worth a visit.
New from Arbor Axe House comes Benny's Battle Barge, the mobile axe throwing adventure. Perfect for festivals, parties, fundraisers, and celebrations. Charter the barge at arbораxe.com or call Arbor Axe House at 402-802-9696. Arbor Axe House at the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Welcome to The Drive with Eric Davis and Harrison Arix on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome in. It is The Drive. Harrison Arns on the 1 to 2s. We got my guy AD to my left. Appreciate everybody chiming in as always. 402-464-5685 here on a beautiful Tuesday with a lot of college football news. Officially, I think it's like 50 days away from the NFL. We're under 50 for college football, and we still got some more clips. AD, what do you want to hit on here first? We do got Will Stein, more ACC because of me, quote. We still got more of the Sankey conversation. He does talk about the 9-game schedule a little bit there, and then also flexes the viewership and attendance, giving him all the more reason to separate from the NCAA.
I'll say these quick numbers about the SEC's wants for greater control, then let you play what you want to go with. The SEC and Sankey, they want greater control over NIL, revenue sharing, transfer rules, eligibility, enforcement. College football playoff structure is a key one.
Yeah.
That is a key one. And the NCAA has increasingly lost their ability to provide consistent national governance. What we just talked about, their lack of consistency has been their own demise, man. It's been their own demise. They're just inconsistent. And it's come back the past couple of years in particular just to totally bite them in the butt big time and strip away all credibility they had left.
Well, I don't know who you thought you were dealing with. You don't think the SEC and the big will pony up and fight you?
Absolutely.
In the courts if they need to.
Yep.
It's been, a lot of this is coming down. Let's hear about that. So speak about the money and some of the ammunition you could argue that they have to battle the NCAA. Here's Sankey, commissioner for the SEC, flexes the viewership and attendance numbers.
Southeastern Conference football remains the second most watched sports property in the United States, trailing only the National Football League. And we account for just over 40% of the live viewership hours consumed among the four major conferences. Our football programs draw an average of 80,000 fans per game. That's our average number. And this was the stat of my summer. That's the highest average attendance for any sport league in the world.
He's not lying about a lot of that. I don't think he's lying about any of that. If 40%, I have to double check if that's true, but if it is, it does not surprise me. That's what the NCAA is trying to battle right now. Like that, SEC, as much as I disagree with Sankey and how they're trying to go about this, the numbers are on their side, not the NCAA's.
They're on their side big time. And it's just another indication, again, and I know I sound like a broken record, but the lack of control, the lack of respect, and the lack of influence that the NCAA has anymore, man. I mean, once back in the day, Harrison, the NCAA was like E.F. Hutton, that old company. When E.F. Hutton spoke, everybody listened. When NCAA speaks now, nobody listens. It's kind of like, stop doing that. Yeah, shut up, mom. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. They have no credibility anymore, man. There's no reverence. There's no respect. But they've done it to themselves by the disrespectful decisions they've made, or the lack thereof, the number of years. Craig, good morning. Craig says, are we less than 5 years from NCAA athletics splitting into a pseudo minor league programs and separating from colleges?
So I was actually going next. Like, what is if this is serious? And to Heather Dinnich's point, it's absolutely serious. To Sankey, for him talking about as much as he did, it sounds serious. Like, what does the road look like if the SEC truly breaks away?
Dude, I couldn't even. I have no idea. I just think it's just going to.
I think that's when you start engraving the tombstone. That was college football.
Yeah, I think just college athletics in general.
Yeah.
I think they're already shopping for. They're shopping for plots right now. In fact, they might already have the plot, and they might be digging that sucker right now. And it's all self-inflicted.
It's frustrating because it's always football, and I get this is the football media days, so I'm not surprised he's using the football numbers. But 80,000 average attendance is great. What does your baseball team look like? What is and now baseball's good in the SEC too. What's your basketball team? What's your volleyball team? What's your women's basketball team? Like all of those other sports are in that mix. So is it just as beneficial if their volleyball programs are totally independent? Well, maybe football can do it, but like that's the stuff that sucks about all this is like it's a college university, you're a student athlete, and you're a football player. It seems like we're dumbing it down to even just sports specific, not even the athlete, and the student part just comes down the road.
Oh,
I don't know what that looks like academically.
I don't either.
If they split, like does that, you still have your university standards, but we've seen them kind of bend ways to get guys in there, and that's not just SEC, all over the country. But does the academics totally fall on the wayside now that they're in control?
I'm gonna tell you this, man. In my personal opinion, academics has become a distant second.
It really has.
And I'm gonna say with even our own conference, anytime you say the mental health and academics is still priority number one, no, it's not. Not when you got Rutgers playing Washington in tennis or in volleyball on a Wednesday night or no, it doesn't. Let's just stop saying that. Academics is a distant second from money.
Well, yeah, and then the conferences don't make sense.
No, they don't make any sense.
Like, why would you have your student? Again, I would say student athletes first because that's important. Have to go from UCLA to Rutgers to Minnesota and then back to Washington.
You're going to you're a 5-hour plus flight. 5. You got better management in the NFL as far as managing their schedules and where they're going. I mean, the plot in the state of the past parameters of student athletes, putting the student first, those are gone. Now they can say it, but their actions prove totally different, man.
It's all up on the student now.
It is.
Like if they want to be serious about the academics. And that's great for those students that are. But I also understand the young kid not fully understanding the importance of that yet.
You think about the West Coast swing that we have for Nebraska basketball. They played USC, 2 days later, they went up to UCLA and got boat raced. And
Yep.
a lot of teams did get boat raced, but I think UCLA lost 2 or 3 times only at home.
Yeah, they were good at home.
They were good at home. And even UCLA's coach was just, he used that after a win to voice his chagrin and disappointment and frustration with the scheduling. This is ridiculous.
That's just too much to handle.
Yeah, he said this is and they won.
They did.
He goes, this is ridiculous. What are we doing? What are we doing? It's where we're at.
Well, sorry, there's more money in it for football, so get used to it.
And football usually subsidizes all the other sports, depending on what school you're at.
Pretty much. It's men's basketball for a few select schools. It's football, pretty
It's
much.
football.
Yeah.
So they're going to do whatever it takes, man.
It's unfortunate. We get 0778. It says, I get the division between Division I and the NCAA, but as the old coach, we need the NCAA. They do a lot for our athletes. For example, if my team qualifies for the NCAA championships, we get some perks for that.
True. You do.
You want the NCAA to button up and start acting like a governing body.
You
is
do.
what you want to happen.
That's exactly what you want. And unknown texter 0778. You're exactly right with that.
As a D3 coach is what he says.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's still what he's saying is still regardless of what division you still hold that. I know obviously the financial and the resources are different, but at the same time, the NCAA provides some of those shortcomings at some of those schools that may lack in far as resources to go as far as that goes. So some of the perks and things of that nature, those things, it's extremely beneficial. But what you may see, first of all, I have no idea what you're going to see. You know, do they still have the governance over the D2 and D3 schools? I don't see that going anywhere. But as far as the big daddies, the SEC and the Big Ten, that may be diminished big time. And it sort of looks like it's already heading that direction, man.
Well, it gets weird, and we can maybe save some of this for tomorrow's topics. But there's also the talks of like, what's the deal with having a 19 specific conference limit?
Man. Yeah.
So we're talking about like why 19? 18 to me is already insane that the Big Ten has 18 teams in its entire conference. Cut that down. There's no need to have 18 for crying out loud. West Coast to East Coast, we don't need to do that. We just don't. Regionality, in my mind, I think it should matter a little bit. You save travel, it keeps the students on way better schedules. It keeps the sports that aren't football, that aren't bringing in money, that they can travel and not feel like they're constantly scraping the bottom of the barrel to get the funds they need to do what they need to do. The 19, like, what's all that about? For the Big Ten, is that because you're trying to squeak in Notre Dame? If that's the SEC, it doesn't mean that you're trying to squeak in Florida State. You're trying to squeak in Miami.
Right.
You're trying to squeak in, throw in one more big Clemson, another big ACC school. 19 seems oddly specific.
Yeah.
It seems like you would just cut it at 18 because that's an even number and that's the highest right now. So again, that's total speculation, but it seems like another pivot to let's get a few more teams in here and let's profit as much as possible. At least that's what, again, speculation, but me and Orman were thinking about that yesterday. Like, why 19?
19 teams.
It's a strange number to pick is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It really is. A few texts before we go to break. Thomas and Lincoln. The NCAA got caught with how many cookies they have taken from the cookie jar. And I agree with you. And that's been a lot of cookies over the years. Gus Mohawk, what's up, brother? Sends in a logo of the old Big 12. Man, this does bring back nostalgia. He goes, who misses this? And it shows you all the Big 12 schools when things were a little simpler back then. But even you think about this, though, Texas, that was in there, they were doing this years ago, hence why Nebraska left, Gus, and that, Texas was trying to strong arm all the other teams, the headquarters being down in that area and the Longhorn network and was trying to keep all it all, what all comes around? Greed.
Yep.
It's all greed. It's all money. It's all money.
Yeah, I don't understand that part. I don't know. For me, like, I'll never get in the mindset of understanding when is enough not enough.
Yeah.
Like, you can't come to the table and say, hey, we can both eat well here or not kill the product that is called football.
Absolutely.
Like, if we just don't do anything, we'll all be living great the rest of our lives.
Absolutely.
If we just leave it as is.
Gus, seeing that image, man, definitely brought back a lot of nostalgia, that's for sure. Folks, we'll be right back. It's The Drive, 937 a ticket.
When your business is ready for its next move, I'm here to help make it happen. I'm Corey Vandeweghe, Commercial Loan Officer at Midwest Bank on 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Lincoln is full of bold ideas and hardworking business owners, and I'm proud to support the people driving that progress. Whether you're launching something new or investing in growth, I'll work with you to find lending solutions that move your business forward. Swing in anytime. I'd love to hear what you're building. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Ever look at your house and think, ouch, it's stuck in the past? Or realize that your kitchen needs a new everything? Like thousands of homeowners, you can simply call SprayNet Lincoln. Their patented spray system and paint delivers a flawless factory finish, no mess, done in a day, and cost-effective. It looks just like new, including your vinyl. And it's all backed by their 15-year no-peel warranty. SprayNet Lincoln, custom chemistry and smarter painting. Google SprayNet Lincoln or call them now at 402-383-3336 or email ching@spray-net.com.
Lincoln is full of great golf courses in a state that is getting national recognition for exceptional golf. Friend Country Club is worth the drive, just 40 minutes from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy their restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Friend Country Club, just 40 minutes southeast of Lincoln. It's worth a visit.
Attention all golfers. If your Sunday is free this upcoming weekend, listen up. The 12th annual charity tournament for Clinic with the Heart takes place on Sunday, July 26th at 8 a.m. at Highlands Golf Course, and spots are available in this four-man scramble. It's $400 per team with lunch included, plus giveaways and a silent auction. Register your foursome by this Friday, July 24th by clicking the link at the top of the McKinney's Irish Pub Facebook page. It's the 12th annual Clinic with the Heart charity tournament, 8 a.m. this Sunday at Highlands. Sponsored by Tipsy Tina's, McKinney's, Off Leash Dog Bar, Gate 25, Salt Mine City, and Michelob Ultra.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Husker fans, the 2026 Nebraska football season is quickly approaching, and we need you in the Sea of Red at Memorial Stadium this fall. Single game tickets for all 7 home games start at just $45 and are now available in both end zone and sideline seat locations. These tickets are only available while supplies last, so get yours today before they're gone. To purchase your Husker football single game tickets or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SartorHeyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
A membership with John Henry's will fast-track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating
and electrical.
Guys, if you're dealing with low back pain or trouble urinating, don't just live with it. These could be signs of treatable conditions. At Advanced Medical Imaging, their interventional radiologists specialize in minimally invasive procedures designed to relieve symptoms and improve your quality of life without major surgery. June is Men's Health Month. Take the step. Call Advanced Medical Imaging today to schedule a consult and find out what AMI can do for you.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
We all like to save money, and we all like to save time. So why not save money and time on your auto insurance? At Battle Creek Insurance, we offer a way to do both. Enroll in our EFT payment option and save 5% on your auto insurance premium. EFT makes bill paying easy, convenient, and there's no worry of late payments. Visit BattleCreekINS.com today to contact your local Battle Creek independent agent and start saving. Battle Creek Insurance, better together.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves. we would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate again. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios at 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arends on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back for our last segment. It has been a great time riding with you. We talked the tasseling. Kids being lost in the corn. Harrison's own sibling being lost in the corn because a juice box was not awarded. Am I correct on that?
There's no juice. I think it was like apple juice. I hope he's listening. I love giving him a hard time about that story.
Next family dinner is going to be interesting, I would say. We talked SEC, we talked ACC, and there's a whole lot more to talk about tomorrow as these conference media days continue to roll on, because there's a lot of them that are going on. You know, tomorrow we're going to dip more into that.
Well, so I'm sure there'll be some more juicy quotes that we can dive into tomorrow.
There'll be some more juicy clips, and also tomorrow I want to talk about Kentucky's new coach and his comments.
Mr. Wilstein?
Mr. Wilstein, former coach, I think OC for Oregon, who's been around championship caliber football, great resources, obviously athletics, structure, and etc. We're going to talk about him. And there'll be more comments today that we'll break down in those. Also on Sports Nightly, Isaiah Mosey made an appearance and shared some of his insight. We'll share that tomorrow as well. There's a lot to go from there as well. Folks, here's the 80 attitude adjustment. How much of your future are you sacrificing because you keep staring at your past? Stop looking back. You don't live there anymore. And you know what, folks? I battle this at times where I'm looking back at past mistakes or past missed opportunities or just past, and it's like, you don't live there. Learn the lesson, but move on. You know what? There's a saying in golf, don't let the same hole beat you twice. You know, I can't believe I missed the putt. I can't believe in football, I can't believe I missed the block. Well, you did. Nothing wrong with having things to remind you of not to feel that way again. Hence in Nebraska football, we hung up there, I think it was 1 minute, 18 seconds, 1 minute, 16 seconds. I would get it confused. We had that hung up throughout the locker room, throughout the weight room to remind us not to stay there, but to remember how bad it sucked so future decisions would not be made the same way. I said this before, there's a reason why the rear view mirror in the car is small. You glance back there. You don't live back there. That big windshield we got, that's all the opportunities. That's the todays. That's the potential tomorrows. Don't live in the past. You mentioned Napoleon Dynamite, Uncle Rico. Uncle Rico kept living in the past. Old trophies, old plays.
Watch me throw it over this mountain.
Watch me throw it over this mountain. Stop being Uncle Rico. If you're always talking about back in the day, well, doggone it, back in the day is done. Live in the future. And hopefully Nebraska football can do that this right now, man. Past is great for stability and lessons learned. Don't live there. Don't live there.
Amen.
Folks, it's been a great ride. We look forward to riding with you tomorrow morning. Stay tuned. One-on-one. Am I correct with that?
One-on-one. Coming up
DP's
next, and we
next.
got Carricker up after Old School. Forgive me. Back in the black shirt, of course. Then we'll roll into Old School.
Don't touch that dial. Talk to you tomorrow.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wrap,